So it's been quite a while since the last video. I always say that. It actually has. I have been chilling at the house, resting up, healing from the surgery. So the surgery went pretty well. You actually really can't even tell that anything was wrong. What the heck? That guy, he was like a glittery, right in front of me, I was like a glitter license plate border. He's carrying a little chihuahua on his lap. Like an older guy. That's funny. Yeah, so the surgery went pretty well. It's not even noticeable, and I guess I'm pretty lucky that I got the surgeon that I did. He's a plastic surgeon. And prior to this, I mean, I thought of plastic surgeons as like something unnecessary surgeries. That's what I thought of it as. Like breast enlargements, bigger lips, what else? You know, nose, what is that, rhinoplasty or something. The only reason I know that is from South Park, growing up with South Park. Some of you might be like, who the hell are your parents letting you watch that when you're little? Now I know that plastic surgeons are actually well overqualified compared to a regular surgeon, a general surgeon, I guess. They have to do 7 years additional. That's what I heard. So yeah, I'm actually pretty lucky. After the surgery, like a little bit after that, my healing times, I was really concerned with plastic surgeon because like after the surgery, I didn't think he even did anything. It was, I mean, he did such a good job that there was no scar or anything. I mean, I thought he would have gave me a cool little scar or something, and I didn't feel weird or anything. There was hardly any swelling, so it was a little weird. So I made an appointment with my primary doctor. He didn't see me prior to the surgery, but I had to get a referral in order to go get the surgery. The surgery, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just watch the last video, that explains a lot. And so I saw my primary doctor. He said not to question the plastic surgeon, and then that was the best work that he's ever seen, and I'm really lucky to have had that doctor available. So I guess I'm pretty lucky. I mean, I wouldn't have whatever the word is. I wouldn't have really cared if I had a scar. I mean, I don't really give a shit. It would have been cool. But I'm actually pretty amazed at what the surgeon did. I guess he went through my eyelid and didn't make an incision anywhere, I guess. I talked to the surgeon here and there. He kind of, I mean, I don't blame him. He kind of just doesn't like to talk about the procedure. Probably not other procedures either. Just because, I mean, normal people wouldn't know keywords, terms, and stuff. So I'm sure that's why he, I don't know, making theories. But from what I understood, he went through my bottom eyelid, took most of the bones out that he could. He was trying to use the bone, but it was just destroyed. And he got most of the shards out. Well, the bones were so brittle, they were just falling apart, probably from sitting in there. I don't know. No blood flow. I don't really know how bones work. But he couldn't get all of them out, but he said that they would eventually dissolve or something. I don't know. But he had to move some of the fatty tissue out of the crevice where the hole was, and some of the nerves. So prior to the surgery, I couldn't even feel the left side of my face really, and my left nose was a little like, all my sinuses were all my left side. I don't know why I'm so doubtful about the procedure. Like I still kind of don't think he even did anything. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure now. I'm like 90% sure. I don't know why I'm so doubtful, but my doctor kind of reassured me, and he said it was actually one of the best works he's ever seen. So I guess I'm pretty lucky. Anyway, here's some pictures of me healing a little bit. Could have just made a joke about it. I mean, it wasn't like that big of a deal. Yeah, I got beat up pretty bad, but it is what it is. So, I mean, that's really all that I've been up to, healing. So it's been a long process. I was seeing double vision in the corners of my eyes. That's another reason why I didn't think that the surgeon did anything. But he kept reassuring me that, and I did go for a follow-up, and he just reassured me that that's my eye muscles. They're swelled up, still from the initial trauma, and a little bit from the surgery. Yeah, nothing really else has been going on with me. I mean, I haven't even really been on Instagram very much. I mean, I just uploaded a video, was it like a week ago, something like that. But it's healed pretty well now. I don't really have any double vision anymore. I mean, at the very high extremity, is that the word? Very high point of me looking up, then I have double vision. But I'm not having it in the corners or on the bottom, which is nice. Oh, I do have some good news on my bike. The Honda, the Tiger bike. I don't know why I always have to say that. The Honda, the Tiger bike. But it should be on the road actually by the end of this month. Actually, maybe next week. I've completely repaired everything that needed to be repaired. I rejetted it again. I had to purchase one additional jet. I messed the other one up in my first rejet video of the stage 5. The real reason why it was getting shit mileage and it was running bullshit is because I put a standard filter in, and that's coming from a K&N foam filter. So that threw off the fuel to air ratio, and it's carbureted. So I mean, probably I think if it's fuel injected, it just does it by itself. So if you do anything differently with air intake, you're gonna have to if it's carbureted, you have to rejet it. I did a few things. Replaced the starter. That thing was flooding. That was why the bike wasn't. It kept shorting out and doing weird shit, and it was because I rebuilt the starter. And when I rebuilt it, I had to. I mean, I shouldn't have done that. They said it was for my bike. It didn't fit everything, so I grinded out a little bit of sections in the starter, which I probably should not have. Well, I shouldn't have done that. That was the first mistake. From there on out, the starters, the rebuilds, I went through 2. The starters kept dying for some reason, and yeah, I mean, I figured out what it was. Oil was leaking into it and just destroying it, shorting it out, and all kinds of shit. I mean, oil's not supposed to go in there. I also replaced a few fuel lines. Actually, a lot of those were destroyed. And when I was working on, I had the tank to the side, and one of the lines started leaking, just poured gasoline all over the garage floor. That took a while to get the smell out. So I replaced a few of those. I can't exactly remember everything. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff. I just can't remember everything. Anyway, so that should be on the way to recovery. Well, it's on the way to, it's recovering now, just like I am. So I'm really excited about that. It's almost a year. It'll be a year in December since I had it on the road. The main thing is the starter. That's the main reason. Anyway, guess I'll talk to you guys later.